for our friends in YouTube. And there we go. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Today, well, nothing too special. Hey Jericho, how are you doing? I think if there's one thing I learned is that if I keep to a consistent schedule, it's a lot easier for other people to join in. So it's nice to see you again. I really hope everyone is staying safe. I guess small story from the home front. I am starting to know more and more people who are having relatives that are getting hit with COVID. So everyone do stay safe out there. Anyway, enough further ado, we're gonna do kind of one last Tinker cube draft. I was thinking if I wanted to do one more Forgotten Realms draft, and I really don't. Kind of tired out at that point. So yeah, I guess it's going to be it's gonna be just Tinker's cube draft. See if we can just warm up a bit. I do say that probably I would like maybe the Tinker's cube draft would have been better as a 1 week event on this week, and we've gotten another throwback premier draft the week before. That might have been a better fit. Or it doesn't have to be a throwback premier. It doesn't have to be a throwback to a historic set, although that would have been nice. Yeah, because right now it looks like these seats are having a hard time filling up. I would also note that if I'm not mistaken, it's a lot of people who are also going to be doing day 2 if they made it. So for those who made day 2, congratulations to all of you guys. You went for a final Forgotten Realms draft. How did you do? My final Forgotten Realms draft was actually a week ago. That it was just a quick draft, something to keep the level up so that I'm on pace to make platinum by the end of the season. It's more like a consistency thing. Speaking of consistency, I guess the problem is waiting for people to fill up the rest of these seats. If it takes like another 3 minutes okay, busted. Okay, first session was busted. That's very good. It's nice to get paid off. It's always nice to get paid off near the end of the draft season. Yeah, if I was really thinking, if we don't fill up this draft table in the next few minutes, I might just do Jumpstart, which is probably even sadder. Like, Jumpstart is fine, it's fun, it's something I'd like to do once in a while. Like, if I need to get another two wins on the dailies and I don't feel like committing to another long session, but I don't want to do it. I'm fine doing it on stream that one time, but that's it. Also, the one weird thing I noticed is that every time I do a session of that, I think there's only one time where I did not get a Planeswalker as a choice. Maybe I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm lucky, so to speak. Yeah, I ended up getting three copies of Davriel that way. Which probably means if ever I do more Jumpstart down the line, which maybe not this month, maybe when it's winding down in October. Oh goodness, okay. Yeah, I'm concerned that this might also, because this is a traditional one, this might not fire off soon. Okay, tell you what. If this doesn't fire in the next when the draft table hits 5 minutes, I will switch over to the regular queue. If that doesn't fire off again, then I'm probably just gonna do Jumpstart. Because what are my other choices? There's not a lot of other choices I can do as far as events are concerned. Okay, we're still filling up that, so it's not too bad. Yeah, maybe I should have started this first, then I just jump in on the video quite right away. Just to, like some things I could do is like I could start the video as soon once the queue starts running. That probably might be a better bet. I probably won't have to worry about that with Midnight Hunt coming soon, but at least, but for smaller events like this, I probably should consider that. And there we go. We finally got started. Now, please, everyone, remember to press ready. Okay, we got it. We got our one last draft before Midnight Hunt. And what do we have here? Okay, as far as removal is concerned, it sucks. It's pretty much Volcanic Salvo, and that one's very expensive. There's a Finale of Revelation, which... and not really. There's a Nico Aris, which is card advantage over time. Just feels awfully slow. I might just take Doom Necromancer. Reanimator's always a legit strategy. That's one thing I can always try. It is the weakest of the reanimation style spells, but it's still a reanimation spell. I'll take it. So we probably want good targets. Like Angel of Invention is a good target. That's something to consider. Also, if we end up doing an Aristocrat style deck, being able to fabricate 2 is a solid plus. We might do that actually. So we have choice between Legion's Landing. I'm hoping to isolate the Chapel Wheels back. On Sarah's Wings, that's also nice. There's a Professor of Symbology. Remember, we do have some lessons, but do I want the Healer's Hawk or just the Legion's Landing? I think I want Legion's Landing over Healer's Hawk here. Though that might be a bit of a mistake. Professor of Symbology is another good one to look out for. If I can take it early enough, I can look out for certain lessons. So currently we are on track for a white-black tokens aristocrat style deck. I need to remember if there are any actual. No, there was an actual aristocrat. We passed it. So we passed the Blood Artist. I know there's a Bastions is around, so that's a thing. Oh wow, I just realized the video is very delayed. Okay, so we're not getting much of anything good coming back. It looks like white and black's getting cut off. I might take Sun Petal Grove as a just in case. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Sun Petal Grove. We might have to pivot out of white black. We might need to pivot towards white green. So that's a plan we can consider. So we are at least on track for tokens. Speaking of which, looking over the different tokens, especially the ones we're expecting from Midnight Hunt, those are you're not gonna expect dirtly games at the very least. That's the good news. Okay, the bad news is, yeah, we're getting cut off on black, so we need to solidify on another color. Blue is coming around, unfortunately. White-blue is very controlling. That's not exactly where we are. Core Sky Fisher is probably fine. Yeah, I'll take the Core Sky Fisher. We're passing a Terramorphic Expanse. The Expanse is probably the safer card. We really also need to be on the lookout for removal. Already 5 picks in and we feel like we're in trouble. That's not usually a good sign. I guess I could have taken the Outmuscle earlier there. That was more of a mono green card. That's why I didn't want. That's why I wanted to commit on the Sun Petal Grove first before committing to that. Well, yeah, it looks like we might have to just take the Meteor Golem over everything else. Like Quintorius. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, sadly the flashback cards are not here. There are a few flashback cards, they're just not here yet for the most part. Iron Scale Hydra. I might just take the Meteor Golem, which is really sad, but there might. But we do need a top end. We do need some sort of removal. The thing is, none of the other cards are that exciting. I guess we could have gone white-red aggro. But I probably would be on the lookout for tempo removal spells from red first before I hit the aggro part there. So this is going to be a very sad draft, I would say. Well, We got Vona, so pay 7 life. That's actually fine. I probably like it better than Putrid Goblin or Timaret. Yeah, I guess we take Vona. We're gonna try to force white black, so we have to remember to cut black really hard on the second pack coming in. There's a Bonder's Enclave, there's a Forsake the Worthy, which is fine as well, we're probably not gonna hit Bonder's Enclave. Stomping Ground. You happen on the Glade. We can still take you happen on the Glade actually. I would prefer that over the Forsake the Worldly. Yeah, because green is not off the table quite yet. And you happen on the Glade is fine in that sense, although this does make it more white-green rather than... Also, you should be on the lookout for some black-green cards, but that might not quite make the cut either. Yeah, also I realized that there is a significant delay between this... Hold on. Let's see. I already sent that one. Yeah, there seems to be a significant delay between the stream and the... Okay, there's a momentary blink. There's a Challenger Troll. That's fine. I don't want to take I definitely don't want to take Nico Aris at this point. Nor do I want to take the Baron Moor. We'll take the Challenger Troll. And okay, it's looking like it's going to be more white-green splashing black, which is fine. So, plate armor, not likely. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, that's actually fine. Yeah, sure. So it looks... So we're going to put everything on the menu for now. Well, Sun Petal Grove, not necessarily. Again, we need to be concerned... There's also a chance that we don't play the Necromancer and don't play Butcher. Though if we already have the Glade, it's kind of safe to do it actually. We'll actually take the Professor of Symbology this time. That we didn't exactly pass any lessons a while ago, so we should be on the lookout for them now. Also, worst case scenario, this is just discard. This is just rummaging. Discard then draw a card, which can be very relevant, especially if we... Okay. Thriving... Oh wow, we're passing the Out Muscle or the Wolf Willow Haven. We really should be taking the Thriving... But I'm gonna take the Out Muscle here. Okay, let's see what we get now. Okay, Ajani, Adversary of Tyrants, it's good. Mar Triton is kind of fine. Irresistible Prey, not really. It is draw a card. Usher of the Fallen, that gives us... Oh, there's Disciple of the Sun, return target permanent with mana. I might actually just take the Disciple of the Sun. There's an argument... Actually, I could also take Ajani, but that means we need to prioritize our lower end even more. At least Disciple of the Sun can get back our Doom Necromancer if it gets to that point. And I guess we go for Ajani. Being able to bring back Sky... But that means we also have to be on the lookout. Okay, we're definitely taking Environmental Sciences here. We could also just take Eye Twitch, start having a learn package. We could also take the Beanstalk Giant. That's also an option. So we have multiple options here actually. Like Eye Twitch is a fine one if we want, but I'm not so sure if we're gonna be committed to black. Beanstalk Giant probably is a better fit. Yeah, we'll take the Beanstalk Giant for now. Wow. And Senjir Vamp, well, that's a classic. Battle for Bretagard, that one fits us, as well as the Bestial Menace. We're gonna try this out. We're gonna test it out. Also, our count is gonna be a little bit awkward here if we start getting a lot of these cards. So right now it says 9-4. We're actually more of a 10-3. Okay, Ajani doesn't exactly make creatures until we can get the emblem at least. So there's a plan. Okay, there's a Blood for Bones, which is very good. I probably would take. I'm gonna definitely take that one. So that gives us 2 reanimation spells. So we now need. So Professor Symbology is one way to get cards in the yard. We might need to be on the lookout for on green for other ways to put cards in the yard. So what are the cards we want in the yard? Definitely Angel of Invention. Vona is actually hard castable, but it's kind of fine. Meteor Golem's a very good target for the graveyard. So we have that plan at the very least. Maul of the Skyclaves. Okay, there's also a basic conjuration. Priest of Ancient Lore actually keeps us in for a while. I kind of want to take the Maul. It's a good way to get damage passed, especially since we're running a lot of cheap tokens. There's also Parallel Lives, but that's probably gonna wheel. I could also take an Unstable Obelisk as extra removal and as a way to ramp. Yeah, we'll probably do that over Priest of Ancient Lore. Yeah, we'll probably do that over Priest of Ancient Lore. We're not exactly a blink deck, so we're gonna gift that to whoever's going for white blue blink, if any. Yeah, we also need to pay attention to see if certain lands wheel. Like the Temple would be a nice wheel. We still need cheaper creatures. Even if this is a slower format, we still want to have cheap stuff on the 2/3 slot. Starnheim Courser is fine. Skyclave Relic is fine. Bloodthirsty Aerialist, we're not exactly gaining life. And it's a double black. We'll just take Nadar. We are filling up the tree slot quite a bit. There's that huge spike there, so we're a bit concerned about that one. I'm gonna leave the Out Muscle in for now because it's still a fight card. It's just not the best one we have. Oh, perfect. Oh, wow, we have choices now. So there's Unbreakable Bond. There's a Knight of Autumn, which is always very solid. There's a Containment Breach, which is probably one of the best lessons we can get. There's also a Find a Cursed Idol. Okay. I'm gonna take the Unbreakable Bond and hope we still need to hit big cards here though. Clarion Spirit is fine, but we're not exactly casting that much. Thriving Moor is probably a better fit. Rootless U is kind of fine. We need to start prioritizing our lands, so we'll take the Thriving Moor for now. Okay, we got the Temple back. We also got Disciple of the Sun back, which is also a possibility. Usher's a good cheap card. I think we actually take the Temple. So we need to be on the lookout for big cards. Like a Barricade Breaker is probably better than any of our other options there. It's the poorest one, but it's something to consider. So let's see. Reaper's Talisman, Winding Way, that's... I don't exactly... Yeah, I'll just take the Winding Way. I probably would have taken Reaper's Talisman, but we don't have that many cheap cards. Okay, remember, black is the splash color, so... Okay, Rootbound Crag. I guess we can take a Godzilla. Okay, none of these are great fits. Yeah, we're actually... Black is getting cut off on... We're getting some good black cards, but not the best ones. That's probably... Hour of Revelation. Destroy all non-land permanents. Not what we're looking for. Okay. Steel Plume Marshal. Whenever other attacking creatures you control with flying get... Okay, so we don't have that many flying creatures. We only have the Core Skyfisher at this rate and Angel of Invention, so those are the only ones that benefit. Thunderous Orator is probably our best bet here. Moldervine Reclamation, Setescent Champion. We only have like 2 enchantments. Finn the Fangbearer is probably fine. It's a decent removal card. Sedgemoor Witch. It's also kind of fine. We do have, but we only have like 4 instants and sorceries. I might end up just taking the Hour of Revelation. Okay, now we have other good targets here. So Marionette Master is a good one. So whenever an artifact you control is put into the graveyard. There's also Liliana's Reaver, but I think I would take the Marionette Master because I'm more likely to discard it rather than to cast it. We're hoping the Bright Climb Pathway comes back. Okay, let's see. Archon of Redemption or another creature flying. And Patron of the... On each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it. So since we don't have those... Environmental Sciences. I think now is the time to take it. We also have Thriving Heat, Thriving Isle. A Wolf Rider's Saddle. That actually makes us tokens. This technically counts as a creature. It's actually not bad. I'm actually going to just take the Environmental Sciences though. Oh, Restoration Angel. That's a good one. Late to Dinner. This one's also a reanimation spell, so I guess we can go with this. There's the Soul Herder I was talking about. If we're going for mostly tokens, I'm not so sure I want Resto Angel, but it's a good emergency card. I think, yeah, I'll take that. We'll pass on the Late to Dinner. Yeah, we're not exactly getting really big cards. I will have to take the cast out though. There's a big card, but it's in green. I do like the idea. Okay, but we probably would just end up taking the Guiding Voice. It gives us 2 shots at learn. There's an Ephemerate. There's a Mindrack Harpy, which kind of helps. There's a Mantle of the Wolf, which does go a long way. There's also Inkling Summoning, Expanded Anatomy. We're actually... pressed for choice. I'm going to take the Inkling Summoning. Unfortunately, we didn't exactly get any of the Aristocrat style cards, so we might be way too fair for this format. I could have taken the Late to Dinner. But we were already having issues on like how to get cards in the yard. Like, oh, we did pass a Timuret. That's one reason why. I guess we do take the Rex Sage here. There's also Spectral Steel, Parasitic Implant, kills stuff also. I think I want the Rex Sage though. I might actually just bin the Sabertooth Mauler. Hour of Revelation, something to consider. Okay, so this is the comeback. We do have a few more flying creatures this time, so I'm actually more willing to take the Steel Plume Marshal, though not too sure. If the Archon came back, okay, it didn't come back. We probably have to take the Pathway, as much as I like to take Mother Bear. So at least our mana is pretty much set. We should be fine. We have a few good options for Learn Lesson, just not that many, but only 2 shots at it, so at least it's fine. Yeah, we're kind of spread out all over the place. That might be an issue. I'll take it. I don't know. Oh wait, technically our Angel of Invention comes with +1/+1 counters. Marionette Master comes with +1/+1 counters. Ajani puts +1/+. Oh, the Late to Dinner came back. There's also an Indulging Patrician. I might take the Late to Dinner for now. So probably Rex Sage goes on the we'll take the Perilous Mirror, I guess. And so we probably need to adjust our curve because wow. That's a huge spike at 4, which is probably not a great idea. We might have to cut a few cards. The Outmuscle is probably gonna be it. Yes, we're cutting really close on removal. In fact, it's looking like we don't have that much. I might actually have to take Winding Way here because that's another way to get cards in the yard. So it's from your graveyard. So this is all from my graveyard. So a little bit sad, but we'll take it. Yeah, we're actually very spread out and not in a great way. I might cut the Challenger Troll. Okay, this one counts as a tree. I'm actually going to just cut the Barricade Breaker. So, problem is, all our other sub-plants are very expensive. If I can find a way... I could sneak in the Nessian Wanderer, but like, how many enchantments do we have? 3. Not too bad, actually. We're kind of trying to ramp what you happen on the Glade and Winding Way, I guess. But that's about it. We definitely want to keep 17 lands. We might even want to... So I probably want to just make it 6-4. We definitely want 17 lands. I'm even tempted to go 18. We have the Obelisk at least. So this one's a bit of a test. Not too sure how happy I feel about it. At least we have some good sideboard cards if our opponent goes wide and all that. Our previous one might be a lot better compared to this one. Okay, so opponent gets to go first. So we should be on the lookout if our... Also, the other problem with Hour of Revelation is it's not like the new Wrath that's coming out where it's just one less for every creature. It's really expensive. So it's risky, but I guess we keep this because we at least have a Core Sky Fisher. So what I can do is I can just play Sun Petal Grove next turn, hold up for You Happen on a Glade and Beanstalk Giant. We can Core Sky Fisher if we need to reset the Legion's Landing. Yeah, we need to do this. Because next turn I definitely want to hit Beanstalk Giant. Opponent is more aggro here, so we're gonna accept that we're taking a hit. We're gonna accept that we're taking a really big hit. Also, the other thing is that if we Blood for Bones, we don't exactly have anything in the yard. We might have to... I guess we have some time. Note if we have something we want to discard, we go straight to Tomb of Annihilation. Okay, we don't want another thing at this point. So, Ignis Inspiration. Okay, that's fine. It gives us a card in the yard, which we can reanimate. I thought I put it in the bottom. I did. So... Return target from your graveyard to your hand. No, I could have sequenced that better. At least we now have 2 tokens on standby. Our opponent has to start from scratch, so it's probably gonna just ping one of these. Yeah, we are gonna sub in Rex Sage in. We probably Cetron Herblue Minotaur. I might actually just... Yeah, we'll take it for now. Basically, I want to flip this. Oh, I need to decide. Yeah, we're taking a big beating here. So, I can... And this is what? Return from graveyard to battlefield. Unfortunately, I only have one card in graveyard. That's kind of the issue here. So basically, I'm just buying time by making a token. Our opponent, this is a sorcery, which is good news. I would not be surprised if our opponent starts shuffling everything here. Our opponent could easily just give Menace. Oh wow, I forgot. Could just give Menace, so hold on. Minotaurs you control. 3, 6, +1, so... Okay, so good news is doesn't have the mana to activate that. We can chump block. We are cutting it thin. The Doom Necromancer is not going to help us. Okay, say I cast this one. That gives me 3 more mana. I can play Beanstalk Giant, which is a problem because our opponent just could just give these guys Menace. Yeah, that's a big issue. So, like, Nadar... Like, doing this play for Nadar is also an issue as well. Hold on. Make a token. That leaves me 3 mana short. 1 mana. Yeah, I'm gonna be short no matter what. Return a card to the battlefield. I can play this, return a land. We still get killed by Menace. We'll just go to the next game. Opponent had a very aggro start there. I already know that we already have problems with this deck. So we kind of need... So we definitely want the Rex Sage. We definitely want the Hour of Revelation. Although Hour of Revelation might not... We're able to hit 6 mana, so that's kind of fine. We can kind of cut it that way. So, Resto Angels... So, what's our cuts? I guess we can cut 1 reanimation spell. I guess we can cut the... Yeah, we just stick with the Late to Dinner, cut the Blood for Bones. Challenger Troll is big enough to tangle with most of the... Is big enough to tangle with most of the cards in the bottom. Cast out's good. I'm not so sure. I want to keep this one. I guess we cut the battle for Bretta Guard. It buys us multiple tokens. Or you know what? Let's just run it like that, 41 card special. Oh, I'm already not too convinced that we're going to be doing well this time. But, well, we're not going to give up quite yet. We're not going to go out. We're not going to go out in that gentle night. So we're definitely going Winding Way. Naming land. We can also just profess... Oh, we can't Professor quite yet. So our plan is definitely Winding Way, naming land. If we hit a white source, we might just do Professor instead. No, we didn't hit the white source. And worse, that's the card I want to discard. So it's not too bad, except we're discard. Oh, now we get to discard. I guess that's fine. Yeah, we're gonna keep ramping, I guess. That's pretty much the early game plan. We could play the Doom Necromancer, but that's a bit too hasty. Like next turn I can play Professor of Symbology, then learn something, then play something based on that one. Kind of wish we got some of the green lessons. Also, I'm curious that our opponent has slowed down quite a lot. I think our opponent has burn spells, which is probably why our opponent's taking their time here. We are at 7 lands already, so I definitely want to keep these. I'm probably gonna just maybe go for an Inkling Summoning. That's probably the safest one. Opponent has Welding Sparks. Yeah, I guess we just go Inkling Summoning here. So next turn we can just Inkling and Doom Necromancer, though the Necromancer is probably gonna get killed. The theory. If our opponent makes a core, we're probably gonna swing the Professor at it. Oh, there's all. Never mind. There's the cast out. Could wait, I guess. Our opponent might also have a board wipe of sorts, which is the other concern. At least this way, I can probably just return the Marionette Master. Return the Marionette Master. Return the Marionette Master, go wide. That's probably the early part of the plan. It will buy us it'll definitely buy us a lot of time, that's for sure. Opponent is deep in thought. They might snipe the Doom Necromancer. I'm already anticipating that's what they're going to do. We only binned out the Blood for Bones. We still have the Late for Dinner and the other card. Lore Hold Command. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Perish without me, then.
We are kind of flooding right now, and that's already considering we already went we already drew lands off Winding Way already. Not too sure if that was the best snipe. At least if they have a non-exile way of dealing with Meteor Golem, we have 2 chances of getting it back. Opponent goes Fiery Temper. Okay. We'll take 4. Mala the Skyclaves. I might just have to cast out the Maul. Or Okay, that's another problematic artifact down. Captain Landry's Storm. Yeah, I'm not too sure if I should have let that go. We're gonna trade these off right now because I know we have another way of getting that. We're not letting that stay. Landry Swarm is still a problem, but it's at least let's get this bigger guy out of the way. Ooh, could have saved the Rex Sage, I guess. Enchanted Carriage. Okay, that's a good Rex Sage target. Paladin class. Okay, going for the go wide. Opponent probably does not attack. Oh, we have an interest. Oh, we have a nasty surprise for our opponent now. So our opponent can only level 2 it if they want to. Yeah, they're probably gonna just level 2. I'm concerned they might have a kill spell, but I want them to commit. I'm not gonna commit, eh? Okay. I'm concerned they might still have a burn spell, but this is the best time to fire this off if ever. And now, barring any nasty surprise, we should have blockers. Yeah, I guess we should at least take one game off this one. That's the good news. As we're again concerned our opponent might have a surprise. Blocks of the... You may have your life total toughness of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So plus 2 life. Okay, it's a little bit of life gain. Then can't activate this yet, so I'm inclined to swing with... I am inclined to swing with Beanstalk Giant. I'm definitely gonna swing up in the air for sure. Actually, I might be inclined to not... The opponent knows I'm just gonna make double tokens. Yeah, opponent concedes. Yeah, they figured they're dead in 2 turns. It probably shows they don't have anti-air removal, so it does put some stock there, but I guess I'm kind of fine with this as is. I might bin the Challenger Troll. Another thing I can do is I can actually just bin... Let's make an adjustment here. -1 Swamp. +1 Forest. Yeah, this still looks fine. Again, I'm not gonna cut lands here. I'm more willing to run 41 cards than actually cut the land in this case. It's still a bit awkward, I will admit. But at least we're getting our games in, and at least we can win. So turn 2 Perilous Mirror, turn 3 Battle. Need to find a way. Resto Angel, not exactly gonna save anything here, but we'll see what we can get off the Temple of Silence at least. In fact, it's sad that I might have to cast this one early, but it is what it is. Cry Goblin. Maul of the Skyclaves. That's a problem. Also, it's like 4/4 flying. Ooh. We're... Also, Restoration Angel can't blink Angel of Invention. That's a bit of a non-bow. We're gonna be taking a lot of damage up top, though. In fact, our opponent can just swing and make it 6. We go down to 10. We can block with the Perilous Mirror just to get some damage through, I guess. Then just resto aim. Oh, opponent not activating it. Holding up for removal, I guess. That makes sense. I could just cast the Unstable Obelisk now. Yeah, I guess we do that. Fiery Temper on the face. Uh-oh, we might be dead this way. So 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm probably gonna be forced to block. So our only saving grace is the Rex Sage. I guess I swing with the token. Opponent goes Usher. He can pump this one, so but I will be able to block. So at least we got rid of the problematic artifact. Next turn we do have to do Angel of Invention. Resto maybe if our opponent plays another piece of equipment. Opponent holding back. So you happen on the Glade. That gives me 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Our opponent already used one burn spell. I'm not so sure if they have another one. I might actually just fabricate to go on the side. Yeah, opponent has the forge, so we still have the choice at least. At least we have a valid you happen on a Glade target to buy back if it gets to that. That said, if our opponent has enough burn, we are in trouble. It auto defaults for us. Okay. Like, another plan we could do is actually just return the Battle for Bretagard back, so go even wider, but we're still at a very vulnerable life total. Opponent can make it haste, so we're probably not going to be able to kill this. Opponent needs to active... Oh, they're skipping. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... I'm hoping our opponent draws... Oh wait, Paladin class is actually bad for us because it's actually... No, Paladin class is actually bad for us because we won't be able to blink. Okay, opponent. Oh wow. Okay, opponent's going all in. So activates, sure. They probably have a combat trick, so we are forced to block everything. Oh, letting it go. I wouldn't call that efficient because it does allow me to snipe your hot power, Captain. Yeah, I could have saved stuff. But target non-angel you control can't. It's a you may, so I can select and just decline. There's a cast out if need be. And this time we're gonna fabricate, put 2 counters on this. So the important thing is we need to be able to swing with Angel of Invention. I'm really concerned our opponent might have something big as a follow-up. If it's just one of the Minotaurs, I'm fine because I can take it out. Neheb, okay, that's fine. Okay, opponent is forced to block. The opponent concedes right there. As soon as we swing at Angel of Invention, the Bugbear is not fatal anymore. So we survived that one. Again, I will say that we have probably not the best deck in the format, especially if you're tuning in. If you're tuning in now, yeah, we don't have the best deck right now. It's really I would say average to below, but we're kind of swinging with it. We're making do with what we have. Our tinkering strategy is more along the lines of if we happen to get it along the way. So it's not perfect, but you know what? Sometimes it's part of the journey is being able to make do with what we have. In fact, it's kind of like practice for Midnight Hunt, I would say. Deck is grindy but effective. Yes, that's pretty much the thing. It's about as long as we don't get run over or we don't end up in a situation where it's unsolvable, it's incremental advantage. It's the best we can. I don't want to say it's the best we can do but it's the fundamentals. Sometimes that's how it goes. We just have to win with them. Okay, definitely keeping this because we got a symbology which we can go for Inkling Summoning next turn. Not the best pan out. Also note that if we draw into something we want to discard, which is not quite yet. Find the Cursed Idol. Opponent gets a free venture. So we definitely will do Professor of Symbology. Our opponent can start making servos, which is a problem. We definitely don't want land, so I definitely want to take the Inkling Summon here. Citizen Champion. Oh my, this might be an issue. We are quickly teching to Angel of Invention. I definitely don't want to cast this one quite yet. Yeah, the problem is this one's gonna start growing. Unless we can hit our cast out, it's a problem. Oh wow. It's a big problem. And this one... I can do Winding Way now for not... No, it's just creature or land. Anything else gets discarded. We'll just go Obelisk. So the plan now, next turn's plan is just Challenger Troll. Opponent's actually playing Bant. Kind of makes sense. Our opponent was running white cards. Squirrel Sack. Oh, they're really into tokens. And the Setessan Champion's very nice with this. I might be tempted to Winding Way for lands at this point, but... Griffin Airy. Oh, that's an... No life gain at least. Yeah, we'll chump block. Yeah, drawing lands is an issue. Yeah, we're getting to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our opponent's getting to the point where they're going to be able to overwhelm the Challenger Troll. When a non-token creature dies, you can buy this back. Oh wow, they got... Wow, they got enchantments for days. We really need... Okay, so our opponent drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Okay, we're taking that hit for now. We'll play Thriving Moor. And naming green. We'll play Angel of Invention. Yeah, I'm gonna do the go white plan first. Since I have no intention of blocking, I know it feels like a waste, but yeah, these are all about to double soon. I might have to destroy the battle, but no, honestly, it's still Setessan Champion. The plan now is pretty much try to hit up on the air since our opponent has not been able to respond that efficiently. We might get overwhelmed eventually. There's a Core Sky Fisher. Like I can swing with Angel of Invention, Core Sky Fisher, buy back the Angel of Invention. Sadly, I think the best play is still to take out the Obelisk. So at least these guys are locked down. But they do get oh, they get quad. So I have to swing with 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say I block. Let's say I chump block. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 5. I'm hoping my computation is not wrong, because I can still Core Sky Fisher, then replay Angel of Invention. Yeah, that was a very brutal one. We didn't exactly... Okay, and our opponent gets to replay Squirrel Sanctuary. We kind of have to do this, unfortunately. Opponent does have the Meteor Golem for the Angel of Invention, so Core Sky Fisher doesn't quite do it. We hit quite a few. But I don't think we can get past this. We can hold this back up. Yeah, let's go to the next game. This is we were not able to interact with this, so that's gonna have to change. So Hour of Revelation, Rex Sage. Probably the out muscle also has to come in. So so Blood for Bones comes out. Challenger Troll is still kind of fine. The Guiding Voice probably can get cut here because it's incremental, but it's not great. Late to Dinner is fine. Yeah, I guess once again we're doing the 41 special here. Tapping out for an effective 10 mana removal isn't the best champion. Yeah, the champion is a threat. Unfortunately, actually, between the champion and the... Actually, I think the Battle for Bretagard might have been the correct one to cut there. Anyway, so we can Thriving Moor for white, play a Forest, play Perilous Mirror, then play Rex Sage, because we know our opponent has tons of enchantments, so at least we have a good target here. It's a bit sad that we're keeping a 5-lander, knowing that we have about 12 more lands left in the deck. Hopefully we can hit Resto or You Happen on a Glade soon, so at least we can get more uses out of the Resto. Also, that the Griffin Airy didn't really do much there. Yeah, I'm starting to think that we might have made the mistake on nuking the champion. Because by then it drew our opponent so much advantage, it's kind of too late already. Perilous Mirror could easily be cut, I suppose, but it's really there for this. In fact, if our opponent doesn't play a significant artifact, I could just Rex Sage my own Perilous Mirror just to nuke this one, so it doesn't go out of hand. Yeah, I might go for it. Well, it's not gonna do it. Now let's get that one out of the way. Opponent has a Tessin Champion. This one... Well, we had the Legion's Landing, so that's a plus. So next turn we're definitely Angel of Invention. Anointed Procession's there again, so opponent had the one. But they're gonna hold back. Put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. No, we're gonna go for this instead. Paladin class, so it goes back to a 3. You could pump it. No, it goes to a 4. So going wide again. Looks, our opponent had that's another very good draw from our opponent, while we are not getting there.
No friend of mine fights alone. Look how far.
Now I need to decide if because I can swing with I can swing with these just to flip that one. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Maskwood Nexus, so even more token making. But the thing is that our opponent is kind of frozen in place, so... Return target creature at mana value 2 or less. I can do that.
Be strong.
Opponent's about to go really wide here. Yeah, we just need to... Our opponent might be forced to hit this one, or else that the emblem is going to become an issue for our opponent. Professor Symbology, they're digging. Them being stuck on lands also kind of helped us a bit. They go back to 10. So we have an Unbreakable Bond, but for Perilous Mirror that feels really poor.
See in yourself what I see.
Also, this is sorcery. No, let's hold back. Tolsimir, Friend of Wolves, can fight the Rex Sage. Okay, just fighting the small token. Technically, needs to decide which one fights which one, so big. Oh, technically we can fight both. Okay. Oh no, it's not. Cleric class. Opponent has to swing wide. I don't think they're gonna just let me start making cat tokens. That's 4, 5, 9. Yeah, opponent has to go all in on this Ajani. It's just threatening too much. I actually want the Rex Sage to die, so I'm actually gonna send that in front here. We're gonna clear out. So what's this? 1, 2, 3.
I will not be moved. You are capable of more than you assume.
So I don't want to say that we could previous games replay. Yeah. Well, there's a meteor. Oh wow, there's the meteor golem. We probably lose Angel of Invention, so Okay, so we lose that. The Meteor Wolf fights the token. Need to see if... Oh, opponent's passing. We're gonna go for this one because our we could also return. What does that get us back? Not much. So I'm actually gonna just keep pumping up.
Deliver us victory.
Our opponent kind of wants to start gaining life. They're just not quite there yet. Oh, they might have a way to gain life now, so that's concerning. Nope, just makes tokens, but no way of gaining life quite yet. But they are gaining a lot of tokens. And it really combos nicely with Tulsimir. I'm impressed. We're about to run out of our small creatures. Our only saving grace is we have a big life cushion. Also, how did they... Oh, they do gain life. And yeah, whenever wolf, so the Maskwood Nexus is an issue. Yeah, probably should have sniped that one instead. I made a mistake there. Yeah, it's a very complicated board state. I'm not... Like, I have to swing with this one, it just gets killed. And I'll need to find and I'll still need to find another way to venture. Also, how many lands did we draw? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 10, so there's basically quite a few left.
I will lend my strength.
Our opponent's probably again forced to swing in. Wow, it looks like we're all stuck. When this return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Thankfully, the only good hit is Ovia. Whenever at the beginning of combat on your turn, that creature must be blocked this combat if able. Okay, that's fine. This part not fine. So our opponent's regaining quite a bit of life again. I will also note that our opponent might... they also get the double attack too. Wow. Actually hoping they run out of cards eventually. But we're probably gonna lose this one at this rate. We had our chance. That Meteor Golem was very annoying. Also, opponent not activating Maskwood Nexus. So which one? Double target creature's power or toughness. Double this one. So Johnny's gonna go down again to a certain number. Also, we need to avoid putting certain cards in the graveyard because of Cleric class. So check. And the wolf, it just enters the battlefield. So block, 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 block. So that's... Our best bet is to just make sure our opponent mills themselves out. Okay, so we probably play the plains. I actually want to blink this one, but I pretty much have to blink this. Cleric class is going to be a problem. Maskwood Nexus is actually the big problem, so I'm actually going to sadly give up on the lifelink. I'm going to do what I should have done from the very beginning. We're still really grinding this out, so this is really inadvertently a very long episode. Timeless Witness. Oh my gosh, they get it back? Oh wow. I don't know who's being ground down more. We're supposed to be the grindy deck, but it looks like we're the one that's being ground down to dust. Our opponent can recast the Nexus, but also we definitely cannot let this die. This eternalizing is going to be bad news bears for us. Oh no, they make 2 tokens. They can definitely kill the Sage. If they go for killing the Core Skyfisher, I can buy it back, I guess. Yeah, I'm really hoping our opponent runs out of cards at this point. That seems to be the only way I can win. I have a Doom Necromancer, but it's probably gonna die to the Maskwood Nexus, so that's a sad one. We're probably also gonna lose a Johnny at this point. Hope is actually that our opponent draws themselves out. Okay, we hit the Restoration Angel a bit too late. I can Restoration Angel on Nadar to... I will be forced to sacrifice a creature, which is Core Skyfisher. I think I can make that sequence work. Yeah, it's a cheap parlor trick just to get ourselves a 4/4. I don't think it's gonna get... I don't think we can use it to get past. We're more likely to hit with the Core Skyfisher. We're gonna lose a Johnny for sure. At this point. If our opponent hasn't been... Okay, they're going for... What do they get? They get Ovia. Our opponent seems to be having quite a lot of fun. Down to 11 cards. I didn't see that card. Well, there's only so much I can do at this rate. Let's hope that the last match does not take this long. It would really be stressful. Also, opponent activates Maskwood Nexus. We can... Depending on how they target, we can save either Nadar. Oh, okay, we're saving Nadar. Oh, other creatures, you get +1/+1 as long as you completed the dungeon. Out muscles. Snipes Nadar. That's fine. Also, this doesn't fly, but it does give us a body of sorts. Now, we are forced to block, so I might just block with Skyfisher? Yeah, I might just block with Skyfisher. If our opponent sinks with Setessan Champion, I can block with Atrophal. So that's one weight off our shoulders, but our life total is still gonna drop really fast. Opponent's probably gonna swing everything at Ajani. If they do, I might let Ajani go at this point. You might have no choice at the matter. Definitely not letting this eternalize, so... Actually, I do want them to keep drawing cards, so Nate stays. We should try to take out as many small creatures. Eternalize returns target cards, so that's probably not a good idea. So I want them to keep these guys. Okay, so we'll just take out... Yeah, just keep making them draw. That's pretty much my only game plan right now, which feels very sad.
You must succeed where I failed.
Now, our opponent can keep making... Now, actually, yeah, they can keep regaining life, so that's an issue. Also, they have such a full grip, they haven't really done much. Oh yeah, we have an hour... We have to be careful also. We do have an hour of... We have an hour of restoration, which is somewhere in the bottom. Our opponent's more likely to mill out before we draw it. And it's not actually great for us because... Well, the good news is our opponent's already level 3'd this one, so this one's out of the way. This one is an issue because they get to... For every 1 token we make, they make two shapeshifters. X is the number of creatures you control. Oh wow, it is so big. It's really draw or bust at this point. Wait, it's non-land permanents, if I'm not mistaken. Is it creatures or... Oh my gosh, I have to double check what the card does. Hour of Revelation MTG. All non-land permanents. So we kinda have a shot. It's a long shot, but it's... Oh, the problem is it sends your Timeless Witness to the yard. If they actually swing with it, I might trade with it just so that we can get our opponent to return. Well, actually, Eternalize is not so good. Hard to say. We might not have a choice anyway. Yeah, keep drawing. 6. Okay, so let's let all that resolve. So they draw a card, goes to 5. Is this a Yume? No, it's not a Yume. So they're at 4. If I block, that's 3 cards. Oh, and the worst thing about this is because this is just a traditional junk with affinity for tokens. Tap target non-land permanent. It doesn't untap during its next controller's on top step. Okay. Wait. Ethan. Hey, Ethan! You want... How are you doing? I hope you're you're faring much better than I am. Hold on, let's do a sanity check. 7, 17, 20, 25, 27, 29, 30, 32, 33, 34. That's half my life total. They're down to 3 cards. So I need to survive all this, which means our... Return it to hand. Oh, they're not spending it. They kind of figured out that they're about to... They're more likely... That's how they lose. Now, I'm also hoping that there is no counter spell, or else we will also lose that way. Opponent is going to discard tons of... Oh, no! How much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... 12... Okay. I don't... Let's see if our opponent has an out for this. We can kind of buy one more turn, but our life total will be so precariously low. Wave Sifter, Investigate. That's 4 clue tokens. Taps it down. Okay, so we have only one blocker. So we're probably gonna block that one, but I think we're still dead at this point. Let's see, 10, 17, 20, 25, 26, 27. Oh yeah, they have to fight that. That's good game. We needed to... Our opponent really outdrew us there. Timon, you're on deck for creator. The gameplay lasted 3 hours worth of... Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Three hours worth of best of 7 or 3 hours worth of best of 1? Okay, so we got one last match here. Let's hope it's not too drawn out. Like, my goodness, we're already at 1.5 hours. I'm hoping the last one's gonna be a fast one. Oh yeah, Ethan, how are you doing? Will Escobar reacted to my video. Yeah, I'm also sad too. It's not... Sometimes sometimes we end up on the side of suffering. Sometimes that's how it pans out. Anyway, we're really just killing time before Innistrad Midnight Hunt comes out. One suggestion I would do, especially since we're about to have sealed and then we're about to have drafts, try to get as many practices as you can. I know Draft Sim already has it up and running, so that's one. Oh wow, I can't keep this. This is super slow. I can keep this. I'm probably gonna end up cycling this, so we're gonna keep. So I might delay cycling this one for now. Yeah, we can kind of delay it because although we do need to have 4 mana hits. Okay, so Battle for Bretta Guard is not too bad here. If our opponent does, in fact, let's say they don't, even if they take out this token, we still have another token. We can Guiding Voice, Environmental Sciences, get our... We need to decide if we want to get our second white, which is more likely, or if we want to get black to... No, we get second white. Like, we don't have anything to reanimate right now, so there is no rush for that. Okay, opponent is in the tank. It says it's green and white. Nadar. I guess that is a good target to cast out, so it's a good thing we We can also just plop the resto in if we have to. Okay.
You do not have to fight alone. I will lend my strength.
So I'm trying to see if there's a way for our opponent to kill a Johnny right away. If not, I might actually Pillar of Flame. Okay, that takes out one token. He swings at a Johnny, which I'm fine with. The makes a Goblin token. Sure.
Cease this.
Trial of Strength makes a 4-2 beast. Okay. We hit our own Nadar, so we will double this one down. Unbreakable Bond. So now we have a good reason for Guiding Voice into environmental sciences.
Strength is born of struggle.
In fact, I probably should just Guiding Voice now. Though maybe on Nadar is overkill because I can Restoration Angel bounce it, say, and replay it for more venture. Ooh, does our opponent have a fight effect? Opponent's doing some math. Also, if they can find a way to deal with the Johnny, they will. Iron Scale Hydra. Okay, we're definitely casting that out. We're not waiting.
Look how far.
I don't want to swing quite yet. Well, we can swing and take these guys out, which might actually be fine. We are about to do Unbreakable Bond. I'm very sure opponent lets it go. Okay, that's interesting. They might have another way around it. So if we can hit another land, I might not environmental sciences quite yet. Yeah, protecting a Johnny now is kind of, Fierce Witch Stalker makes a food token. It's fine. Lets it go. Hold on. Play 5, 3, 4. Well, definitely want to put a counter on Nadar and another here, so I can. Oh, we can actually make it into an 8/8 at this point. They'll force a double block with this one, which is actually the plan. So I can have an Unbreakable Bond out of it.
See in yourself what I see in you.
And we're gonna go for the put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. That should force a double block. Yep. Double block away. Next turn, opponent cracks for food. Opponent's okay, Setessan. This is the third Setessan champion I've seen. Fate's Fetters locking down a Johnny. So it's sad on that one. Adventure, draw a card. Okay, we hit the Meteor Golem, so we can't... I can swing with this one? We might... Basically, I want to see if our opponent is willing to give up Nadar and the token, or... Or offer the Setessan Champion. If they offer Setessan Champion, I'm definitely gonna take it out. No, she's taking the hit. Opponent is super flooded. Oh, I should not have played that. Let's see what our opponent has. At least we're holding up Restoration Angel, but I would rather Restoration... Yeah, this one's a mistake. I should play this one. I can't... Dwarven Hammer. Okay. Makes a token. Okay. But we're still gonna snipe the Setessan Champion first. It's a shame that we can't... It's only creatures, so we can't blink a Johnny with this. Core Skyfisher can, though. Okay, there's also a Marionette Master. We will do Meteor Golem on the Setessan Champion. That's kind of fine. Opponent goes Finn the Fangbearer. Equips. We'll take the hit. Okay. Legion's Landing. We also have to be careful with our mana. We did say that, right? So I can actually swing with these first. Just to get this trigger. And then take Meteor Golem out of combat. And snipe Finn. So our opponent has to deal with this relatively fairly. Yeah, we're doing relatively better now. Don't know. Yeah, our opponent had a few good ideas here and there. They also did get relatively flooded, so that... well, but let's be fair, we have about the same number of lands as they do. So, once again, Rex Sage comes in. I guess the Out Muscle comes in also, since we can take advantage of that. I haven't seen enough to decide if I want to put this in, or if I want to... say put the Steel Plume Marshal or Patron of the Valiant. Godzilla, but we need red. So what do we cut and we do this? Probably cut the Blood for Bones. I'm gonna cut one Swamp. Yeah, that's 16 lands, a bit sketchy. More Setessan Champion sightings. You know what? Okay. Well, Setessan Champion is a good card, but... wow. I guess the game is trying to tell me something. I wonder what that could be. Okay, this one's a bit sketchy, but we do know our opponent does play artifacts and enchantments, so we got the double white. We have some green. Again, let's see if we can hold this out for as long as possible. Also, because our opponent's relatively slow, I'm feeling a bit more confident in doing this. Opponent goes Setessan Champion. I'm gonna have to let our opponent draw something. They're gonna hit. Okay. Do they have anything to follow this up? Because I don't know if they have enchantment removal. Gnarled Professor. Okay, that's an issue. So I need to decide if I might have. I think I have a choice. I might have to do it on the Gnarled Professor, which means we have to wait for our opponent to cast Expanded Anatomy. We can do it to whichever target it is. Hopefully, there's no snake skin, because that'll be a real feel bad. Okay, there's that one's gone. Here's Witch Stalker. Oddly enough, I want to play Vona and I want to play Outmuscle. We have the triple green, so we can actually snipe something with this. I'm concerned our opponent might have a fight effect, which would ruin it. But you know what? Let's play it now. Also remember that we can only activate during our turn. So it's a real feel bad if our opponent has to wait to take this out. Fate's Feathers would actually be fine if our opponent dumps, say, the Fang Bearer. I think that's kind of fine. Also, it's on Sarah's Wings. No blocks. Okay, we're really taking a risk here. Hold on. Resto Angel's fine. Also, it's let's see if he pays attention that it's indestructible. Because if he doesn't quite pay attention... Oh, he's not paying attention. It's indestructible. Yeah, I figured there was a chance we could get them that way. And opponent concedes. Oh my goodness, that was very close. At least it wasn't as enchantment centric. I think it yeah, that second match that was really brutal. Now that was what I call a draft gone right. Ours was more of a draft gone wrong because we went in many directions, but we managed to pull it through. So at least we got our monies back, so I can't complain on that one. And yeah, that's very close to... We're very close to 2 hours. I'm really spent. Nice deputy though. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. And I hope to see you guys again, especially next week when we finally get Innistrad Midnight Hunt. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for tuning in, Jericho Ilagan. Thank you for tuning in, Ethan. Yeah, thank you for tuning in, Will Escobar. Yes, it's not the greatest. It's not the greatest game. Not every game is gonna be great, but sometimes that's how it goes. It's about whether we can endure and how long we can endure the madness. Anyway, that's all gonna be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Yeah, really stay safe. Things are not as great as they used to be. And as always, thank you for watching. Have a great week.